here at our first location for Urban Res, which is a theatrical experience we've created with Cornerstone Theater Company. It is a Native American cultural fair that also incorporates a play within the experience. I always think it's important to start with the land you're standing on and the people to whom that land should belong. So I was trying to figure out a way to incorporate that into hunger, and my husband came up with the idea of hunger for culture and the fact that all of the original tribes of the Los Angeles Basin have been declared extinct and have been denied federal recognition by the government. There are no federally recognized tribes in all of Los Angeles and Orange County. So I really love that idea of hunger for culture, of them having to hunger for their own culture on their own land, which is just crazy to me as a Lakota person, where we've always taken having our land for granted, as small as it is now. And also just them hungering for the freedom just to be themselves. It's a crazy hunger that I've never experienced as an Indigenous person. I was really interested in looking into that.
When we think about Los Angeles and the, thousands of people that were relocated to urban centers in the 50s, 60s, and 70s, this is part of their experience, but also the hundreds of tribes that were displaced because of the mission system and not being able to be federally recognized, and we have all those conversations.
The process of this play took 3 years of collecting stories from the Indigenous people of the Los Angeles Basin, and amazingly they trusted me with their stories. Beautiful, amazing, moving, difficult stories. And I wanted it to be in American Indian context. So then we opened up the circle and started interviewing Indigenous people who live in the Los Angeles Basin but aren't from here. For me, it was really important to give people an Indigenous experience. And so the cast is made up of 15 tribal nations. And the way you have to interact with them is one-on-one. It's the way that we interacted with each other.
Right, when we think of Indigenous communities and the way that we're very inclusive, I think that's like a totally Indigenous approach to how this piece has been written, just like including community members, including audience members. There's also a part in the play when we have community members have the opportunity to perform. And that's like community members who aren't part of the show. And that's like, I think, really awesome that we're including the community as much as we can.
In theater, you sometimes reach emotional stages, and to be able to express certain things throughout the play, it's definitely very empowering, and I'm so happy and I'm like really excited. I mean, the nerves are there, but I'm a showgirl and I can just push them off.
For non-native audience, it will answer a lot of questions, but it'll also want you wanting more, which is really positive. So, this piece is really just addressing all these larger issues that we think about. I mean, yes, we think about poverty and we think about abuse, but we also think about how we define who we are to the federal government, to the state, to the city, to each other. Those issues are always on our mind. We wake up every morning and think about these things.